Dudes, I finally did it. I finally got to the end credits of this Blueprints game. We did it. Yeah, you and your dumbass house and those dumbass billiard puzzles. Yeah, give me the keys. Give me the keys. It's my house now. You nerd! Dudes, this game has been the most up, and then down, and then back up game I've ever played in my entire life. I've never kind of liked, then absolutely hated, then absolutely loved a video game like the Blueprints, dudes. This game was wild. Like the first day I'm playing it, I'm going, you know what? This is a pretty sick game. It's a roguelike maze puzzle game. And just learning all the mechanics, learning how to get to the antechamber on the first day, everything was absolutely sick. The second day I played it, I started to hate it. I never despised a game so well reviewed in my life. I was going, this is some overrated hot RNG trash, dude. What were they thinking saying this is the greatest puzzle game ever made, dude? I can't believe it. And then I went on Steam and I read all these reviews saying the exact same thing as me, and I felt pretty good about myself. I'm like, good, I'm not the only one who's absolutely hating this experience. I feel like the game was out to get me, dude. It was trying to screw me over because every time I tried to get to that room, I was starting to lose my mind for like 5 to 6 hours figuring out what to do, and I couldn't progress at all with the game. And then by the third day, I saw the light, dudes. I rose above the challenge and figured out that you just need to do the permanent editions, and then the entire game basically opens up. Basically, the game doesn't begin until you do the permanent editions, and then once that happened, the entire rest of the game has been pretty sick to play. And then now I look down upon the cretins who put the negative reviews on Steam going, ha! I feel so much smarter than you. I am an elitist gamer looking down upon your criticisms. Now, I gotta be honest though, I do feel that criticisms of the game are warranted. That 25% mark of the game is kind of BS. You could literally be spinning your wheels for 2 to 4 to 6, and for some people I've read up to 10 hours of spinning their wheels getting absolutely nowhere. The key to the playthrough is getting the permanent editions. And so what I recommend to anyone who's gonna straight up quit this game, just spoil yourself on. Just look up a guide, because once you get the permanent editions, the game really gets going and it doesn't stop. Once you get to that point of the game, it really starts to open up and becoming really fun. You can accumulate more and more gold permanently depending on what you do, if you can solve little puzzles in different rooms that you discover. And then you start learning more meta puzzles and meta mysteries throughout the game, and it becomes much more engaging than just, I need to get to the antechamber. And so that's why the criticism I had in the beginning of the game aren't really valid once you know what the game is, because in the beginning you just want to get to that room. But the game is way more in depth than just getting to the room. So once you get to the point where the antechamber is not necessarily the goal you need to do all the time, the game becomes extremely fun to play. There are so many mysteries, different puzzles, different areas to explore in this game. It's nuts. It's crazy how in-depth this game becomes. And that's what's crazy, is in the beginning, you don't really realize it and you start getting frustrated. You want to quit. But don't quit, dudes. Just spoilers. Just spoil yourself on the permanent editions, dude. I promise it's going to be worth it if you just let the game take you on the ride. The mysteries you start to unravel, the pieces of information once you really get into it, it's really cool. Now the big question here, is this game overrated? Because it has so much hype, people are saying it's one of the greatest puzzle games of all time. One thing that this does way better than a game like Myst is once you play Myst once, that's it. The magic of solving all of those Myst puzzles on the first go is absolutely peak. But once you finish the game, that's it. Once you finish this game, you could easily have fun playing this for hours and hours and hours trying to figure out all this stuff, and then just go do a fresh run of the game to see how quickly you can go to the end game, and see how quickly you can go to the end game with limited resources with the knowledge you have. It does solve the issue that a lot of puzzle games have, is where's the replay value? And this has plenty of it, dude. Soon as the credits rolled in this game and seeing the ending, I wanted to jump right back in and go and solve all the other mysteries that the game entailed. There's so much to this game that I don't really want to go into in detail and spoil. And I have to be honest, going back to the earlier point, I highly empathize people who are getting extremely frustrated and are quitting the game 10 to 15 hours in. Because truly, you are literally spinning your wheels because you don't really have any grasp on what to do. But dude, once you start figuring out these mysteries and these puzzles and these areas, it's so rewarding. It kind of blows my mind how much of a 180 I did with this game. I legitimately thought that this was overrated trash for like 24 hours. And then I made myself feel stupid the day later, dude. This game is wild. Now, the next question is this game of the year? And I think for some of you, it 100% is. For me, this is right below Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And below this, I don't think anything this year has been close to the experience I had with this game. It is such a memorable experience. The fact that I went from hating it to absolutely loving it made it such a more memorable experience, overcoming that obstacle that this game throws at you. So I would recommend this game with an asterisk. Be prepared to take notes, take photos on your phone, take screenshots, look at everything, be observant of what the game is showing to you, information, because it may help later, and it probably will. I think this is just such a creative, amazing experience. This is just one of those random, out of the blue, once in a few year indie games to come out and just blow your mind, dude. Now, if I have one complaint, it is this. I swear to God, dudes, this puzzle is the bane of my existence. Is this damn billiard puzzle. This dumbass that I have to do every single time because it's math. I hate math. I hate doing math. I hate doing this every single time because this is a very important puzzle to do. Every single time. You got to do this to get the couple keys to progress. Because if you do, those 2 keys are very important, dudes. And you have to do this Isaac Newton stuff every single time. And I hate it. I love this game to death, but this needs to go, dude. Let's just delete it. Okay, we just need to delete it. It was great the first time figuring out. We just need to delete it. This game's already making me feel kind of stupid anyway. Like, now I just got to do borderline calculus now. Like, no, man. Now, the major criticism that this game has from most people who do have criticisms is the RNG element. Because how it works is once you go to a door, you have 3 selections of rooms that you can do. And you have to select one of these 3 rooms. And so it could get to a point where you could literally go to a dead end because of a bad dice roll. So depending on the day you play, you could have a run and have nothing happen, and it's brutal. Now, the remedy to this that this game provides is the ability to gain allowance money. This is money you get permanently at the beginning of each day, depending on different activities you do in the house. So by the end of the game, I had 22 allowance money that I could get, plus a permanent addition when I went into the church, which was about 30 money. So by the end of the game, I had 50 money at my disposal, so I could be buying keys and gems if I got really stuck. So the game does provide a solution to those who get completely stuck with the quote-unquote RNG. So with all of this, I think this is an absolutely magnificent game. It is one of the best games of the year, and I will score this a funktastic 9.5 out of 10. Is it a perfect 10 out of 10 game? I have a hard time giving this an absolutely perfect 10 out of 10 rating, given that most people are having the same issues and gripes in that sort of 25% part of the game. I think with some tweaks, this game could definitely be an undeniable 10 out of 10 experience. But I think it does need some type of tweak, especially for those little early moments in the game with getting those permanent additions. Some of these rooms could be combined to make it really easy to get that combination to solve those puzzles. And yeah, once that's done, this is, to me, an undeniable 10 out of 10. But for now, a 9.5 funktacular game. I think you should definitely go ahead and try it out. It's on Game Pass. Try it, see if you love it, and if you love it, this might be one of the best games you've played this year. So go ahead and do it, dudes. This house will chew you up and spit you out, dudes, and you might like it. You might like it. I don't know. You might be into that.